But let's move on to our next topic of the panel. I want to talk about our favorite polarizing couple, I think, of Bachelor Nation right now is what I'll call
Ooh.
them. Greg and Victoria were seen taking a trip this past week to Florida to Disney World and Universal Studios. And at this point, these two are just like making traveling just kind of like their. I mean, I guess everyone travels, but I feel like when Greg and Victoria travel, I don't know, we just like pay attention. Between them living from Nashville and New York City, and they go to LA often. And of course, I think this is why I think of them this way. Like, we can't forget their iconic Italy trip that kind of started it all.
Mhm.
But yeah, I loved seeing these two on Disney World, in Disney World, at Disney World this
Something
past
like that.
week. I think they're really cute. I think they're something like that. I think they're super cute though. The photos of them were just so precious. I can't help but cheese and look at them. I don't know. I think there's like the photo of them. I don't know if we have it, but it's the photo of them like holding the wands at Harry Potter World. Yeah, there it is. It's just like I love that like we're seeing them be quirky and fun too, and not just like whenever Greg and Victoria post, it's like very lifestyle photos. It's not overly even like social media-esque edited. It's just like them just chilling, living life, doing their thing. It looks really nice aesthetically,
Mhm.
but it's not, you know what I mean? It's not too much. And I don't know. I'm feeling them. And I'm sure you are too, because I know you're a Greg Toria stan. So
Yes.
what did you think?
I I've loved them since day one. No shade to Johnny. They just were not the right couple, and I really think these two are endgame. And I definitely think on Instagram they do kind of, they do kind of more like sultry pictures, or like she also does her editing like really dark, so it kind of. But TikTok, they
Mhm.
have a lot more
Mhm.
fun. I definitely recommend following them. They do funny, cute little videos all the time, and they're like total nerds and relatable and in the
Yeah.
best way. And I really, really love them. The day they get engaged, I think we should throw a party. And a little shout out to our girl Morgan P. Talks. She has a podcast episode where she interviews Greg. I haven't watched it yet, but I want to. So
Yes, I need to
I just
watch it.
love this
I know.
couple. And they're one of my favorites right now.
Yeah. No, they're one of my favorites. I follow Victoria, and every time I see them post, I'm just like, "Oh, they're so cute." Like, I don't know. I
And
didn't
can I
think
say
that I'd
also,
think of them like this, but I'm just like, yeah.
yeah, they're also the
What's
hottest
up?
couple in Bachelor Nation. They are just like so good looking. It like sometimes hurts to look at them.
They They really are. Also, I just noticed, look at Greg's face in this photo. Like he is fully acting, like he's got his acting chops like out to freaking be seen right now. Like his face is so into it. I'm so weak.
So into it.
I
Yes,
can't
I am just
I
a huge
can't with
stan of
him.
these 2. I am obsessed, and I hope that, like, Bachelor gives them the
Yeah.
respect they deserve. We have couples who come back and host things and stuff like that. I would love it if they made, like, a little Bachelor appearance because they really I think
Yeah.
they're gonna make it, and I think Bachelor can still take it as a I don't know, credit that, they wouldn't have met each other if the Bachelor world didn't exist. Even though it wasn't technically on a
That's what
show,
I was
I
gonna
still consider
say.
them a Bachelor couple.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna ask if you think that the franchise will kind of take ownership of them and ask them to like come back to the beach to host a date. Maybe like Greg can do something to show off his acting chops. I keep referencing the Katie's season acting drama, but I think it's kind of
Yes.
funny now. But I think that they could. I don't know. I'm gonna answer my own question. I think that they could. I really do. I think that they've owned some past couples that weren't really, I don't know, at the time were questionable, really
Yeah.
questionable in the past. And so these two are, I said they're polarizing, but they have a lot of fans, obviously. We're two of them. Um
Yes,
so
for
yeah, I
sure.
think that I'd like to see them come back. I really would.
I hope so.
Um
I do think
I was
Bachelor does have
yeah.
favorites. And so, we see
Mhm.
Sean Lowe coming back every week on every show. But then we don't see like Ari and Lauren, who have been married and have a bunch of babies together. And so, when it is a little bit more controversial of a couple, Bachelor likes to stay away. So I'm hoping that changes with them at least.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think, it probably just depends on production, producers, who has good relationships, like, kind of on the inside, and I think that
Mhm.
Victoria I think that she kinda does, and I don't know, even for Greg to come, on After the Final Rose, on the, reunion show for Bachelor in Paradise,
Yeah.
I don't know, just I think it shows that they probably would be willing to come back on. Um,
Fingers
but yeah,
crossed.
last little question on them. Like I
Tell
heard,
me.
well, just a little comment. I heard Greg say that now granted, I'm just gonna preface this with the heartbreak of last week with Brandon and Serene, we just never even know who's gonna last these days. But I did see
Yeah.
Greg say that like his future hope in the next 5 years is to be married to Victoria and have at least one kid. So
I'm so into it.
are you hoping for that as well? Yeah.
I could
Me
see an
too. Me too. And
engagement
I think it's gonna
this
happen.
year. I really
Really?
could. They're looking at
Okay.
houses to buy. I mean, that's a commitment in itself.
Yeah.
I To buy a house with
Yeah.
someone, I feel like I personally would need to be at least engaged.
No, that's actually really true.
If
That's a
marriage
good
is the
point.
goal, it's different for everybody.
Of course. Of course. Yeah, I think you're right. And you know what? It's been about I was going to say a year, but not quite. I think they were official in like September or October is
Yeah,
what we found
ish around
out
there.
of last year, but I think around the summer I know they were cool again. So, yeah, I think by the fall if they're not engaged, I'll be like, "Okay, well maybe this needed more time." But if 2024 comes around and they're not, I'll be like, "Okay, what's going on?" But yeah, they seem
Christmas is the
super
most
solid. They
popular
seem super
proposal
legit.
day. Throwing out that out there.
Christmas? Maybe Christmas. We'll have to see. But yeah, they're one of my faves.